So here we have the AJ16 engine. It's all in nice condition. I actually serviced the engine sort of about 6 months ago. Actually gave it an oil change and changed the top valve cover and the spark plugs. But the car's runs really well. I ran the car quite a bit in the US. I used to kind of use it as a daily driver in the US. So the car, I probably drove it for about 5,000 miles or so when I was in the US over about an 18-month period. So the car ran really well. I haven't really used it since being in the UK, so that's one of the reasons as well as moving to New Zealand. I've really not been using the car as much as I'd like. I think it'd be really nice to have somebody owning this car that can run it and sort of appreciate it. So all the other things I did with the engine was just minor bits and pieces. Some of the grommets that were perished, I kind of replaced them, so everything's been detailed a little bit better, and everything's running really well. I just replaced the bonnet struts as well, so it's got the locking bonnet struts. See all the insulations in place. Yeah, the car hasn't been detailed for a while, so there's a little bit of dust on it, but I'm sure you can probably see from the video that the car's in really nice condition. Car idles really well, exactly where it should, about 750 RPM. You can see the mileage there. I've done 60,131. Not that I need the air conditioning today, but it's all working fine. No warning lights. Everything's kind of working in that respect. Seats are all working. Lumbar support's working. So this has the memory seats as well. You see the nipples on the seats there. Carpets could do with a bit of a vacuum, but I think the over carpets here were fairly new. I think the owner before me had actually renewed the carpets. And when I bought the car, it was in Austin in Texas, and the guy owned the car there. Obviously, took quite a lot of care of it, so there was a lot of history with the car from that point. In the US, you don't see too much history on cars. They're not big into keeping records, but the guy that had it before me certainly, had quite a few things that he did to the car, including the new hood and sort of various kind of servicing and mechanical repairs. But I think the car's been a very good running car. There's really, I've had no issues with it since the 5 years that I've owned it. Done a lot of the servicing myself, and kept up to date with things. But obviously not particularly happy selling the car. But it's I've just got to think about the best thing to do, and it would be better in a new home, I think. And these cars are certainly going to appreciate further because they're really starting to become quite collectible. Just take you into the boot. There's a full-size spare in this car. You've got a sun shield there. I would just leave that with the car. It's actually a Jaguar windscreen shield. This is the wood that I got from Paul's Jaguar in the US, so that's the